friends and family, and welcome back to another Cook With Me. Today I'm showing you some chicken quesadillas, as well as a few other tips and tricks that you can use to have your little ones getting all the protein that they need. So, to get started, I'm just going to plug in my quesadilla maker. Of course, if you don't have a quesadilla maker, you could always use a large or a medium-sized frying pan and kind of do it like French toast style, like that way, how you just flip it over. Um, but I will be using my quesadilla maker just because it is a quicker way so I can show you all the neat tips and tricks like I mentioned at the beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some butter here that I have on the side, as well as I'm going to take the soft tortilla shell, and I'm just going to butter the one side of it because this will be the side that is going on the frying part. So I'm going to place that down while I do so. While you're doing this with your kids, this is a great way to get them involved by having them use, I just have a little butter brush here that I'm using. So you can have them use that because it does help with their fine motor skills, as well as it gets them involved in the cooking process, which is always fun for not only you, but for them. So I'm just buttering up the one side while I wait for that to get warm. As well as you can have them help grate some cheese as well, and I can show you a nifty cool trick that is kid friendly so they don't get their little hands hurt. So I normally have this kind of cheese grater here, but there we go. But some concerns might be is they might scratch their hands here. So another cool way is you can take a potato peeler and just have it on the surface here and have them hold the potato peeler and apply pressure just to cut and grate different sizes of cheese. So again, that they're still getting in the cooking process, as well as it's another great way for them to learn fine motor skills like grasping it, as well as doing the grating motion. So I already have some pre-grated cheese, so I'm going to add that to it. And again, this is another great way to get your child to have some protein and to also explain to them what protein is. So like how cheese is a part of the dairy food group, as well as the chicken that I have here, the pre-cooked chicken, is also a great way to get some protein into their little growing bodies. So I just cut it one way, and then I went and I cut it the other way. And we're going to add that. And then I'm just gonna fold it over and press it down. So while that is cooking, I'm going to show you another quesadilla that you can make with your children. So what I did this morning is I went and I cooked 2 pieces of bacon and I just cut them up very finely, as well as I also went ahead and pre-cooked some eggs. So while that one's cooking, we're just gonna do the same thing of just buttering the one side of the tortilla shell. And this is a great way to get some protein into your little ones in the morning. So for this one, I'm not gonna use as much butter, but still enough that it cooks nicely on the outside. Just because it is the morning, so we want more protein than butter. So just nice and quickly glaze the butter onto the tortilla shell. There we go. And just checking out our chicken one. And of course, so for the chicken one, if you would like to use that for lunch or dinner, you can also feel free to add peppers or onions, or I know some of my friends, oddly enough, like pickles. So of course, everything that we do today, like I always mention, it always depends on your taste buds as well as your children's taste buds. So you don't always have to follow the recipe exact. If you would like to add in your own family flair into it, then by all means go right ahead because it is for your families, of course. So, gonna check there. That looks beautiful. I'm going to grab, those aren't my tongs, there we go. Gonna grab my tongs here just so I can remove the chicken one to cut it. So I'm gonna take this one, add it on top. I'm going to add my eggs. And again, eggs are a great source of protein and a great way to get protein into your little ones. Of course, with some bacon for flavor, because who doesn't love bacon? Right. So you can always pair these, of course, with different nutrients, as well as I know some people love to dip certain types of quesadillas in different types of like sausage or little dips like that. So you could always use like sour cream or salsa, or for the breakfast one, some people like ketchup with their eggs, so maybe you could use the ketchup there. You can also add cheese into it. You could add ham and make it kind of like a breakfast wrap. Or breakfast sausages. The possibilities are completely endless. So what I did with our chicken one is I just went and I cut it up into little triangles. And to plate it here, I just have some vegetables. You can plate it this way with some vegetables for your little ones so that you're hitting all of the food groups. So we have our dairy, we have our meats, we have our vegetables, and we have some bread as well. And let's get that one on there. And just beautifully plated, just like so. So that's a quick and easy lunch as well as a quick and easy breakfast. And then one more that you could do is a quick little dessert snack for your little ones is you can use, so just the same beginning process, butter the tortillas and have it set up and everything. But on the other side, so on the opposite side that you butter, you can add some wow butter or peanut butter depending on if your child has any nut allergies. If they're not a fan of peanut butter, you could also use jam or Nutella. Again, whatever their taste buds are. And then you can go and chop up some fruits. So you could chop up some bananas, you can chop up strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. And then you wouldn't leave it as long in the pan or in the quesadilla fryer just because we don't want them hot. We just want it nice and warm. So you could do it that way as a quick and easy snack that also gives them protein as well. So this one, our breakfast one, is all done. So let's cut that one. And it's a very quick and easy cleanup process too, which you can definitely have your little ones help with. So I'll just cut this one in half for now. So that's what the inside, the inside looks like. You have like the bacon and the eggs, and that is how you would make either a quick breakfast, a quick lunch, or a quick snack. So I hope you guys enjoy the little recipes and the little tips that I have shared with you today. Again, it is a quick and easy cleanup process, which of course you can have your little ones help with. All you would really need is lukewarm water just to help get the cheese off or the butter off the different materials that we use today. Of course, for like knives and like the bigger cheese graters, I would not recommend just for safety issues. But some of the easier things, like maybe the potato peeler or definitely the butter, the paint butter brush, you could definitely have them help clean up with that as well as plates. But yeah, it's a great way to get your children involved in not only the cooking process, but the preparation and the cleanup process. And it's a fun thing to do as a family. And speaking of families, I'm gonna go find mine to share this delicious treats with them. I hope you enjoyed all the treats and all the tips that I shared with you today, and I hope you try these out. Bye, friends and families. Have a great Tasty Tuesday.